Okay, so before I say anything, I just want to say right up front that Gina will not be in this episode. And hey, don't boo the messenger. Chill, okay? I'll end this video right goddamn now. Anyways, that doesn't mean that this wasn't still a solid episode. So let's get into it. So the episode starts off with an explanation to the ending of last episode. Turns out some circuits blew and caused everything to go kaboom. And it destroyed a lot of props and outfits and pretty much everything that's needed to perform the play. And because of that, this whole thing is canceled. Oh hell no. You can't cancel the play. This show is the play. Without that, what else is there to do? Just have a bunch of drama between all the ships and love triangles that's going on right now? On second thought, cancel the play. Speaking of which, Ricky is texting Gina while all this is going on with no reply. He's really worried about her right now. His words, not mine. So everyone meets in the cafeteria to try to figure out where they can continue with the show. And Carlos comes up with a brilliant idea to continue the show at the El Rey Theater. Or at least I think it's a brilliant idea. Clearly Miss Jen doesn't seem to think so for some reason. So EJ mistakenly comes across all of Miss Jen's audition notes. And EJ quickly realizes that he could finally find out why he didn't get the part of Troy. Unfortunately for him though, Carlos snatches the box and dashes down the hall before it's too late. But as you can tell from EJ's face, it's already too late. He's already scheming up an idea to get his hands on those notes. Now, careful EJ. We already know whatever is on those notes isn't good. Because if it was good, you would be Troy right now. So why add insult to injury? Just go be Chad and accept inferiority. So Nene tells Courtney that she was thinking about applying to another art school. And although you could tell that Court tried to play it off, you could tell that she was not at all happy that her best friend was even considering spending senior year without her. Luckily, she wasn't mad though, she was just upset, which honestly is completely understandable. So EJ comes to the realization that he doesn't need to apologize for who he is. And you know what, EJ? That's very true, especially because even if you did apologize, you would still be you, and I don't like you. So, what's the point? Let me stop. Let's just find out why you didn't get the role of Troy, shall we?
Lacks emotional connection to the material?
Ouch. I mean, I guess that's better than her just flat out saying Ricky was just better, which he is. At least this gives you something to work on going forward. And work on it, he will, folks. More on that in a bit. So before I say anything else, I just want to throw out that Ricky calls Gina a fighter in this next scene. Even though that she hasn't responded to his text yet, he is very confident that she will be there on opening day. I'm just pointing this out just in case one of you very talented Rena shippers want to include this line in one of your edits in the future. Wink, wink. Hint, hint. So in case any of you were having a bad day, here is a scene of Big Red and Ashlyn being cute for the second episode in a row.
You okay? It's a lot.
I just don't know how to make things light up.
You walk into a room.
You're welcome. So now it's time for Carlos to play Gabriella and EJ to play Troy. And I mean, I could attempt to describe to you the cringe that just took place here, but I think it's best if you see it for yourself.
I never thought about singing, that's for sure. Until you. And now, I don't want to stop. Ever.
I think Carlos's face pretty much says it all here. EJ, you have officially lost what's left of your goddamn mind. Listen, Chad, maybe you should have brought half this energy when you tried out for Troy the first time. Ricky has the role, you're a Chad, stop being weird because you're freaking everyone out, Get over it. So Ricky and Nene are alone in a room together, so we all know what that means. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you know that Nene's real name is actually Nina? And the only reason she goes by Nene is because Ricky couldn't pronounce the A in her name when they were kids? That kind of reminds me when I couldn't pronounce yellow as a kid. I used to pronounce it Lelo for the longest time. I still remember the first time I said yellow correctly. It was such a magical feeling. Oh, and Ricky's real name is Richard, and that's the last time I'm ever saying that name, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So after Nene and Ricky go back and forth going down memory lane, Ricky ruins the entire mood by bringing up how he couldn't say he loves Nene when she sung him that song. Nice going, buddy. No, seriously, nice going. You two were vibing a little bit too hard for my taste. You know, me being arena shipper and all. So after Courtney gets done showing out her vocal skills to everyone, vocal skills that I thought everyone already knew she had, but I guess not, Miss Jen gets all up in her feels, people. Clearly this isn't just about Courtney having a beautiful voice. Something is clearly bothering this woman, but what is it? Well, it turns out that this is the same theater where Miss Jen was sitting during the premiere of the High School Musical movie. A movie that she was apparently in, except she wasn't, because they chose to cut out her one and only line that she had in the movie. And she hasn't been able to get over it ever since.
Is Kenny Ortega here?
Miss, will you please come with me?
You know I'm in the movie. No, don't miss me. Did you hear my line? Is that the last sample?
That just might be the saddest 10 seconds I've ever seen in my entire life. And I thought EJ needed to move on. So now it's time for Nene and Ricky to have yet another almost kiss.
Ah, yes, Minnie Mouse, your first crush.
Actually, she was my second.
Hey guys!
Shout out to Big Red, always there when we need him most. So Seb goes out to express his concerns, but also his support for Courtney, because you see, he doesn't want her to leave makeup crew. But he also acknowledges that she has a very beautiful voice, but he just feels that she has a gift for making things look better.
I'm not gonna quit my day job, but I don't like categories. You know, why limit yourself to one thing, right?
Right.
Honestly, I agree with Courtney here. Why just do one thing when you're so amazing at multiple things? She can sing and do makeup. There's no reason why she has to do just one or the other if she has a passion and talent for both. So now it's time for the funniest part of the episode. So Miss Jen goes on a little trip, we'll call it, and she starts hallucinating about Ryan, aka Lucas, the boy that gave her the compliment about her one and only line years ago. And the episode ends with us getting a song about Miss Jen finally accepting who she is. A really damn good teacher. And in a way, you could say she's the lead role.
We're making history.
Miss Jen, say something!
Oh my god! I laughed so hard when I first saw this. I was so close to tweeting about this, but I didn't want to spoil anyone because it's so much funnier when you don't see it coming. Did you have to slap her that hard, Carlos? So yeah, I mean, that's the episode, people. Oh yeah, and I think at the end, Courtney was attempting to sign Nene up for that other theater school, since Nene won't do it herself. At least I think that's what she was doing. So if that's the case, I'm looking forward to see how Nene is gonna respond to that one, because if that was me, I wouldn't be too happy about that. I mean, I know what she was trying to do, and I know her, you know, her heart was in the right place. But at the same time, I'm not the kind of person that would like if my friend did that for me. Like, if I really want to do something bad enough, I'm gonna do it myself. I don't need you to step in and make life decisions for me, okay? I just don't need that. But yeah, overall though, people, this was a pretty decent episode. I mean, it was, I'm not gonna lie, when I found out that Gina was not going to be in the episode, I pretty much lowered my expectations dramatically. So I think, well, I know that had a lot to do with why I did enjoy the episode as much as I did, because I didn't go into it with the highest of expectations. So, it did end up meeting my expectations. It was a pretty solid episode, just like every episode of this season so far has been either solid or really, really good. So I mean, yeah, I don't have much more to add to the episode itself, though. I will say EJ is slowly starting to I don't know if I want to say win me over, but I don't know. I just like laughing at him. You know what I mean? I like laughing at him. I have to admit, I genuinely enjoy laughing at him. So I don't know. His character is slowly starting to warm me back over, or a little bit. I don't dislike him as much as I used to when he was dating Nene or all up over Nene. So you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this character going forward. And obviously this episode had a lot of Ricky and Nene, or Richard and Nina, if you want to go by that. I'm not, but you know, you can if you want to. And you know, they had another almost kiss, which was you know, it didn't have the same magical feeling to me as the first one did. But that's probably because the first time it happened, I wasn't as much of a Rena shipper at the time, so that's probably why. If you're a big Rena shipper, then this probably was everything to you. You probably loved it. You're probably freaking out right now. So good for you. But anyways, people, yeah, this was like I said, it was a pretty solid episode. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I'm not gonna talk too long in this recap or whatever. But yeah, so I think I've pretty much said enough in this video. So I think I'm done talking. Check out that Patreon in the description box. Until next time.